Hey there, it's Lenny McGill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop here in the Nashville studios today, and we're going to talk about our new, improved GS Fast Magwell. And what's improved about it is that a lot of people said, "Hey, I love the shape, I love the size, I love what it's doing, but I'd like to have a little extra weight because that weight helps reduce recoil and felt recoil and muzzle flip and lets you drive the gun better." So we created brass plugs. So the original version comes with an aluminum plug, but the brass plug is significantly heavier, and it's available for a Glock 17 Gen 5 or a Glock 19 Gen 5. And again, the key advantage to this GS Fast Magwell is the fact that you can use it with the back straps, the factory back straps. That's one of the main functions that people were looking for. Well, I want to use back straps, but I want to have a Magwell. Well, this is the answer for you right here. So it's pretty simple. So what you're going to want to do is select the right one. It's engraved on the back here. It says 17 for this one. Well, I've got a 19 in my hand. This is a 19 Gen 5 in OD green, or I guess it's battlefield green. It's empty. There's no magazines here. There's no loaded magazines, no ammunition in the room. Very important. I'm going to take this 19 plug and I'm going to insert it. You'll notice that the hole will line up with the lanyard loop hole that's in the back of the frame here. And so I go ahead and get that kind of seated down in here properly. And once it's in there, I can look at that hole and say, yes, it is seated properly. Now, there's two screws that come with the kit. One screw locks the plug into the back of the frame here, or into the frame. And that's this standard set screw there. And the other screw will attach the actual magwell to the plug. So the first objective is to secure the magwell. And I've got to always remind people, this is a steel screw. And the steel screw will defeat the brass of the plug there. So you want to be very careful in the way you attempt or actually approach this, that you're going in straight. If you get crooked any which way, the steel will defeat the threads. And same is true with the aluminum plug, that is on the other model that is available still. But, we've had people call and say, hey, this plug is bad because I can't get the screw in. Well, that's because they started it in a different way and it kind of went in there and created some new threads. So be careful, okay? So if I look in here, I can see that it's lined up properly. I'm going to kind of go in there and I want to go in, and if I feel any resistance, I want to back it out. So again, I should be able to do this with just fingertips and not have to force it. And you want to make sure you get that right angle, because you will, and it's happened a lot. People call us and say, oh, I stripped a screw, and no, it's your fault. And we understand it's touchy, but you want to be careful as you install the screw and not force it, because it will ruin the screw holes. Okay, and I don't need to crank this down, okay, because it's not going to walk itself out. I just make sure that it's flush with the frame so that my grip is not intersecting or being interfered with by that screw, which would not be pleasant because it would hurt. Now, here's another little technique on putting this on. You really can't slide this on, so we're going to snap it in place, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get the nose situated on one side, and then I can squeeze the plastic a little bit just to make it fit. So there's one side there, and there's the other, and let's see now if I can get it all the way in there. And that's kind of a good sound because it's snapped in place. And now it looks good, so I'm going to use the other small headed screw and the other Allen wrench, and I will secure the magwell onto the brass plug. And this will also be the same technique. I want to make sure I go in straight. It's a little easier because it's smaller, but I want to make sure that it's flush so it doesn't interfere with anything that I'm doing with the gun. And there you have it. Now, the advantage of a magwell is, in my mind, not only the ability to load magazines, but really what it does do for you, and especially this little lip out front here, it allows you to get a very solid grip, and it kind of cups my fingers. It really fits my hand perfectly. And the concept is the higher up I can get on the gun, both in the front and the back, the more control I'll have of muzzle flip and recoil. So the Magwell forces your hand in the right position, and it really gives you an index point that you know you're kind of in the right spot. And again, I've always said that accuracy begins with your grip. If your grip is consistent and you present the gun consistently, every time I bring the gun to the target, the sights are pre-aligned. And that really starts with the grip. If I have a bad grip and I come up, it's going to be off. So I really want to make sure I practice on the grip, and I love the fact that this Magwell gives me that reference point or that index point for my pinky finger to know that I'm in the right spot. All right, and I think that's one of the main advantages of Magwell. And this has been a very popular item for us, and that's why we came out with the brass concept. It's our GS Fast Magwell, and again, it works with the back straps, and that's one of the key factors as well. I'm letting me go. This, of course, is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a customer of our website. Now 35 years in and growing, and so it's really fantastic. We really appreciate the business we have, but also the people that work with us, because we've got some great customers, and it's just fun to be in this business. And I want to thank you all again. So if you're in Nashville, Tennessee, come down and see us, because we got this amazing retail store. I mean, people come in and say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was like this." And I want you to say the same thing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.